guys, welcome back to another Rumor Has It Favorite Five. This comes out on Monday nights, and then it gets released on the show on the website on Tuesday morning. So if you subscribe to my channel, you do get it a little bit earlier, not a hell lot. But if these are some books that you're interested in, the ones I think are interesting, some of them are selling better, some of them aren't. It just depends. But I picked my favorite five for the books coming out this week. This week is a little different. There's a couple that are popping, but there's not just the one type of thing that, and maybe, I mean, the Wednesday one, of course, always has one, but there's not one for me that I'm like, I gotta chase that one down. And I'm a Spider-Man guy. Guys, this is a Spider-Man heavy week. There are four different Spider-Man books coming out, and two of them are going to be featured in my favorite five. So let's just go ahead and start with my first one here. My first one was one of my favorite books, came out a month ago. This is Ezekiel Hines, Zombie Hunter, #2. I looked at the cover. I love because if you saw the first cover, it's almost identical. But now you look at the same guy, exact same pose, but now his glasses are smashed. He's covered in a little bit of blood, and you can tell he's been in a fight. He's a zombie hunter. He's gone and done what he's supposed to do. And I think that's such a cool story. I think if I understand correctly, this is Amigo Comics, and this is actually just a two-part little issue run. It's a little mini series. But the first issue, if you can track it down, it goes for $10-15 right now. The people are trying to sell the set if they can get it for $30 to for $35. So if your store happens to carry this, definitely something that I want to check out. I want to read this when I want to try to see if I can find it. But it's definitely one that it's worth buying and flipping if you can. I mean, if your store carries it. So Ezekiel Hines, Zombie Hunter #2. It's sort of a fun one. #4, my other next one I sort of like. This is, see, I guess I like it. It's the design variants that DC does. But this one is not a Batman book. I thought they were strictly going to be on the Batman specific books like Nightwing and Batgirl and those type. But no, this is from the Legion of Superheroes. This is a 1 for 25 variant for issue 7, I believe. And it's it's issue 7. This is the Gold Lantern design variant. Ryan Sook did it, who's also doing the main cover. So that's sort of nice. But I mean, Gold Lantern, he's been featured on a couple of covers in the background. His first appearance was, I guess, last issue, even though he was on the cover of the first issue. So I don't know how all that works. Right now, the issue 6 it does sell for $10-15. Though I've seen it on the shelf at a couple of stores and no one's bought it. So if you're into these design variants, 1 for 25 right now, all the ones listed before Wednesday are selling for $40, $35. Now, after Wednesday, when more are listed, it'll probably go down. But you never know. If this guy ends up being a very hot character that people like, having a design variant would be something to have because this would be maybe a second or third cover appearance. Next, and I said I was going to be heavy on Spider-Man. Well, the next couple will sort of verify that. Next one I want to sort of look at is Spiderman Noir, #2. It's a 1 for 25 variant. I actually really, really like this cover. And I think people are liking it too. It's selling for $35-40 right now. It might, of course, drop. Everything could drop. This is Dan Panosian, however you say his name, cover. It's just, I love the feel of it. I love the big, huge, bold letters and the black and brown sepia tones or colors. Just Spider-Man Noir, it screams for those covers. But it's a 1 for 25 variant. It's definitely worth tracking down if your store has it. I'll definitely try to look for it for 25 and under. But right now, it seems like they're selling for 40. And a lot of stores now are hip to eBay prices when they put their variants out, and they won't price them too far in advance. So that's definitely one I would be checking out if I was you guys. Next one we're going to check out, Star Wars. This is Darth Vader #3, but it's a 1 for 25 variant by Cooter. Sort of cool. I love the pose of Vader, and you have the giant fleet of ships coming out behind him. It's just sort of an intimidating sort of drawing and painting. Don't think this is selling for hot right now, but it's Star Wars. It's issue #3, 1 for 25. I don't know how many will be printed. I'm guessing. I mean, you're still talking Star Wars, so you're talking probably 45,000-50,000 print run. So I don't know how rare this would be, but I like Star Wars books, and Darth Vader is just such a great cover. I think it has potential to be something. And lastly, and least, we're going to go back to Spider-Man. If you haven't seen the symbiote Spider-Man in Alien Reality #5, it's the classic. This is a 1 for 25 by, and I'm going to butcher his name, Saviuk. It's the classic giving up on the costume, walking away that I think it was issue 75 and 50. It feels like there's like 3 or 4 different homage covers to Spider-Man does them to himself all the time, where he throws away the costume and walks away. But this is the symbiote, and you can see it climbing out of it and still alive and almost Venom-esque. And it's just such a cool idea and cover. And this is once again selling for $35-$40, maybe even climbing into the $50 range by the time this goes live or whatever. So those are my big ones that I'd sort of look at. There's some other great covers that you can sort of check out. I'm avoiding the Turtles, even though I have in my article I'm mentioning the Turtles. There are 2 Turtle variants, or two Turtle books come out this week, an annual and regular issue 107, and they do have ratio variants that go with them. So that might be worth checking out. Of course, there's lots of variants, but there's no big book that I can tell. Now, I could be completely wrong. It's Monday night. By Tuesday afternoon, you guys could all decide that X Factor #1 is the book to have, and everyone's going to have it, and the X Factor team is the most cool thing ever. But as of right now, on Tuesday night or Monday night, no one's saying anything about that. So yeah, Daz, these are the favorite 5 I like. These are the ones I would track down if I could. Definitely, of course, I'm a Spider-Man guy, but both Spider-Man books, I would get those in a heartbeat. If you look at my Just For Me, I'm actually going to get the Amazing Spider-Man 46, 45, just the regular cover, because I think it's great. But yeah, check out those books. Thanks for watching.